Hey guys, thank you for taking some time to tune into my channel. I have a Walgreens haul for you this week. You know how they say all's well that ends well? I thought they were going to kill me today. I made mistakes. It wasn't Walgreens, it was me. I definitely made mistakes today. So let's jump into it and we'll go over the deals. Oh, you know what? I need to grab my register reward to show you. So hold please. Okay, I'm back. So I was looking at the Walgreens website last night, just browsing around to see what I could put together for this week. I was actually making a plan. Sometimes I don't do that. So, but I remembered last week when I did the deal to buy the 2 Dove men's deodorants. Later that evening, I remembered I should scan that receipt to Fetch because there is a spend 15 and get 3,000 points or $3 back on Fetch for the men's Unilever products. And it's like hair care, deodorant, I think maybe body wash too. I think. So I was like, oh yeah, I should scan that. And that got me almost all the way there. It picked up on the full value of them before the coupon and left me like $2.51, I think, away from hitting that $3. So I figured if I went and did this deal today, with the coupons we have and the deal that we have on these at Walgreens, I would get that $3 at least once. I was hoping for twice, and I did get it twice. So, so here's the deal on the hair care products at Walgreens. And if my store had more of these, I would have kept doing this. So they are buy one, get one 50% off, and you buy 2 and you get a $5 register reward. And since you're buying a hair care product, you might as well get free deodorant because we have that coupon for that expires on the 12th. So this is the coupon you're going to want to use. If you have it, see, it's buy 1 Axe body spray, deodorant, body wash, or hair product and get the Axe body spray or deodorant for free. So I use 2 of these because you can use 2 of them in a shopping trip. So these are buy 1, get 1 50% off. They're $6.49 in my store. And then these are just going to be free anyway, and they track towards that Fetch Unilever rebate. So the way it worked out is that that's $3.24 from one of the Axe hair products and $6.49 for the second one, so it's $9.73. You don't actually have any coupons that, are for that because the coupons are actually, just going to make these free. So it'd be $9.73 and you'd get back the $5 register reward, so it'd be $4.73 for the 2 of those, just as is. But, if you're actually already tracking towards that, that Fetch rebate and you don't have these buy 1, get 1 free coupons, that might get you there anyway, and maybe you would get $3 back. So just check your Fetch and see where you are with that rebate. But I threw in the 2 deodorants because I have the coupons. They're $7.49 a piece. So it's $14.88 for the 2 of those. So the 2 coupons took off the $7.49, making those free. So it was $24.61 before coupons, $9.73 after coupons. I got the $5 register reward, and I got $6 back on Fetch, giving back $11, making all of them $1.27 moneymaker. So what I noticed today with Fetch is it did pick up the full value of each one of these products, not including the coupons that I used. However, since these 2 products were exactly the same, at first it just put $7.49 times 2, but when I did the math, it's because how much credit it gave me. Basically, it gave me $3.24, $6.49, and $7.49. And even though it said times 2, it didn't factor in both of those. So I went into Fetch and I adjusted the receipt. I added an item. So I added a second one of these and put in the value of $7.49. And then a few minutes later, it gave me 6,000 points. So I think with Fetch, the best way to get it to pick up on every item on your receipt is make sure you have 4 different items. So it picked up on this individually, and then just kind of counted these as one. But once I separated them out on the receipt, it picked up on both of them. So if you can, and you're going to do this deal, get 4 completely different scents, 2 different deodorants, 2 different hair care products. I think that's the best way to get it to pick up on Fetch because it did pick up on the value of everything. So it would pick up on $3.24, $6.49, $7.49, and $7.49. But since these 2 were lumped together, it only picked up on $7.49. So that's just the best tip I can give you. I can't guarantee it's going to work. But if you do that, there's an excellent chance it will pick up on the full value of $24.61, which would get you at least, $3 back on Fetch, because you have to spend $15 to get the 3 back. But if you have anything tracking, you might get the $6 back on Fetch like I did, which I thought it just made it like a really excellent deal. So like I said, if my store had any more of these, I probably would have just kept on going because at this point, with what I have, I'm only like 30 some cents away now from hitting that $3 again, which would be great. So here is my $5 register reward that I got back for that. So what else I noticed today, and we'll talk about it over here, is, I know there's a lot of issues right now with register rewards. Are they rolling? Are they not rolling? It definitely did not roll today. So what I'm going to start to do is write on the back of my register rewards what deal it was that I got them for. Because it can be confusing because, a lot of them just say that they are for, Unilever products or P&G products, basically. So it's hard to remember which $5 one you got for this or which $4 one you got for that. So I'm going to start keeping track of them. Okay, so my next plan was to see if I could order a picture and get that spend $15 to get $5 from Walgreens Cash Booster. And, thank the Lord again, it printed again this week. So I got another one of those when I ordered my picture. And I knew if I got one, I wanted to do this Old Spice deal. So these are spend $20 and get $5 in get a $5 register reward. And we have $2 back on each of these on Ibotta. Up to 3 times, I want to say it is. And then you get, when you spend the $20, you get the $5 register reward and $4 from Ibotta. We have a 5 off 2 digital coupon. And then if you could get the $5 back in Walgreens cash, it makes for a really good deal. So this is where everything went haywire and it was all my fault. I was using 2 different accounts today. So one account had the 5 off 2 for this. And I tried to put the crest in with it, but that account I had already used the 3 off 2 digital coupon and I forgot about it. So when it rung up, the 3 off 2 didn't come off. And then I realized I need to do these on separate accounts. So I asked them to go ahead and void that, which they did, gave everything back to me. And then I went ahead and rung just these up separately. But instead of giving them the register rewards I wanted to use and the spend $15 to get $5 in Walgreens cash, I gave them 3 register rewards that totaled the full $15 and didn't give them the $5 booster. I thought that was a register reward and I still had it in my hand and I had gotten so mixed up. Then I ended up using the $5 register reward that I had gotten last week when I purchased the 2 really expensive Old Spice body washes, the ones that were $13 a piece, and that did not roll. So I didn't get my register reward. I didn't get my Walgreens cash because I forgot to give them the booster. So then I asked them if they could please void this. And when they tried to do that, it wanted to give me $20 some back in cash, which they said, we can't give you cash. And then they had to do a post void. And by the time it was done, I think that they were just very frustrated. They had to call somebody who was on their break to find out what they should do. I felt horrible. But when we rerung it for the 3rd time, everything went fine. So I put these 2 in one transaction on the card where I still had the 5 off 2 digital coupon. And this is how it worked out. And this time I actually gave them register rewards that I knew couldn't have been for this deal for the week before. And I did give them the points booster this time. So it was a mess. So 2 of them will be $20 exactly. They're on sale for $10, which is perfect because it's spend $20 and get your $5 register reward. The $5 digital coupon came off, making it $15. This time I did get back my $5 register reward. I got back $4 on Ibotta, and I got $5.20 back in Walgreens cash for that booster. So I spent, the cost is $20. It's $15 after coupons, and I got $14.20 back, making it 80 cents for the 2 of those. And I did get my $5 register reward because I made sure not to try to roll that one again that I had gotten from last week. And I'm going to write, I'm just going to write on the back of all of these from now on exactly what I got them for. And then here is my receipt for the, I'm covering it, sorry. There's the 2 $10 ones, and then there's that point booster, and then I used a $3 register reward, a 2 and a 10, all ones I knew for sure couldn't have anything to do with this transaction from last week, and then I did get my $5.20 in Walgreens cash. So that was great. If you don't want to use register rewards to pay for this, if you want to use like Walgreens cash and like, you maybe like $5, you get $10 in Walgreens cash and $5 in real money or a gift card. That'll be $15 towards one of those P&G rebates. The spend $50 and get $15 in P&G Visa card. Man, I couldn't get that out, but you know what I'm talking about. So then I did bring up the crest separately. I'm willing to pay a little bit for this crest because this is my husband's favorite one. So I had the 3 off 2 digital coupon for these. This Deep Clean Mint is his favorite one. So 2 of them will cost you $8. I used a $5 register reward and the $3 coupon. And since there's no tax on crest, that just brought it down to 0. So I paid out $5 and I got back my $4. making it just $1 for the two of those, or 50 cents a piece. So that's everything that I was kind of planning to get today. So it was 80 cents for these, $1 for this, and then $1.27 moneymaker for those. So I guess that's like $1.80. It's 53 cents for everything. So I thought that was pretty good for these products. And then I wanted to show you a little clearance find that I was in my store today. So these Hawaiian Breeze ones, and I think this, I bought a rebate and maybe only has a day left on it. So we have $2 back on these. And these were on clearance for $3.29 in my store. It did have 3, so I did 3 because that I bought a rebate does have a limit of 3. But, you know, anywhere between 1 and 3 of them, however many you can find in your store. It's the Hawaiian Breeze. And this is the barcode, in case you want to see that. So they are on clearance for $3.29, and you'll get $2 back when I bought them, making them just $1.29 a piece. And I figure, you know, Hawaiian Breeze will be good for summer, and you can never have too many air fresheners in the house. So you can see on my receipt, I picked up 3 of those, so it came up to $9.87. It was just over $10 with tax, so I did use $10 in Walgreens cash to pay, and I got my $6 back when I bought them. So all in all, not bad for kind of like a little bit of a slower week at Walgreens. I was able to roll some Walgreens cash and use up some register rewards that, you know, we're coming up on expiring. So let me know if you guys have totally found that you can no longer roll any register rewards. It kind of seems like it's that way. It was that way this week for me, because when I rerun this and I made sure I did not use a $5 register reward that could have possibly been from Old Spice from last week, then the register reward printed out just fine. So yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.